Okay, 2026 October 09 Golf 402. Ugh. Fuck me and fuck you. So anything else I have to check? Why is that so damn big? Which camera? Oh, should I turn that way? Did I even fucking do monkey? No, I did not. So, which one should I do, you think? We can try Google rewarded. Nope, that's not gonna be it. I wonder how you... Alright, so then we can just try this Chrome. You need the window capture. No, that's not gonna work. Okay, it can. Okay, I think we're all set, aren't we? Should put these together? There we go. Together. What happened to the... Alright, but for now, let's see. So then we have to put the monkey somewhere. Put that in 5. No, monkey's supposed to be in 5. Then stream music should be here. And then monkey, great. Holy shit, am I falling? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I really thought I was falling, bro. That was crazy. That's not what I'm looking for. What am I looking for? Oh, the monkey. Yeah. Okay. Bro, I've been setting up this live stream for 12 hours. Okay, there's no chat. We're just gonna be chatting. We have been up for a long time. Okay, I just felt a little bit of power. Like I might be able to do this. So we wanted to have a new draft of this script today. And today has been today since Friday. Okay, so that's not gonna happen. Okay, no big deal. All right, so I've got a lot of thoughts that I've had because basically for the last, I think the last time I actually made progress on this script was just under 24 hours ago. And I've just been dicking around since then. I've been setting up this stream. I had a conversation with someone. And you know what? I forgot that a big part of what frustrated me about this conversation was that it was on a neurodivergent social app. So I was hoping that me being a dickhead, not in a moral sense, but in a human norm sense, I thought it would be a little more okay. But I still haven't made any friends on this app. So yeah, we're not gonna go through that though. Maybe we'll read some of my journal where I tried to breathe through it, tried to use a little acceptance and commitment therapy, you know, some good self-talk, some psychological flexibility, right? So my instincts, my compulsions, my base emotions are like, hey, we should spend a lot of time kind of ruminating and feeling rejected from our conversation with Julia. So then I'm gonna be flexible. Okay, I accept you, but also no thank you. My values are over here. I don't want to interact with people like Julia. With people who just like don't. It's so funny because she is interested in the mind, but all right, are we complaining right now? We absolutely fucking are. So let me get back to it. Did I mention I haven't slept in 32 hours? So I just completely lost my train of thought. What were we just talking about? oh yeah, Julia, and how frustrated and resentful I am that she didn't know what the affect heuristic was. And when I mentioned that I'd love to discuss the idea that we confuse like moral assessment, no, that we substitute our affect heuristic in for moral judgment, like assessment. And that's not a good way of saying it, because that makes it sound like the default is this high cognitive process of evaluating the morality of the situation. But actually the default is the affect heuristic, right? I guess I really only have one book recommendation for that, and that would be Righteous Jonathan Haidt. Moral righteous. Anyway, basically, there's a structure called the insula near the center of the brain. Am I saying absolute garbage right now? I haven't yet. The insula is involved both in anticipating pleasure and in disgust. I mean, probably different ganglia, different nuclei, but okay. Anyway, so we have this insula thing. Insula is disgust for sure. So anyway, that's basically how we judge morality, how we feel about it, right? And that's why take a question like incest, right? Let's say you remove any reasonable objections. Protection is used so there won't be any weird kids, totally consensual, just like guaranteed, totally consensual. The guy said so. No, but really guaranteed. And people are like, okay, well, I can't give any rationalizations, but it's just wrong. They won't obviously say that they can't give any rationalizations. They said, I just can't articulate it. I can't explain it right now, but it's wrong. And all that is affect heuristic. Affect heuristic, it's the shortcut where we kind of check in with our affect, our feeling, our emotion, basically positive or negative. 8% dropped frames. Oh shit, I'm supposed to be looking, I spent all this time setting this up, and I'm also supposed to be looking at stats. So that's red, so I'm dropping a lot of frames. That's all right. We've got an Ethernet coming in today. It's 4 a.m. Chat's not even on. No worries. Moving on. So, what was I talking about? This flipping, doesn't matter, because we actually do want to, we've been procrastinating the last 20 hours or so, and just hating ourselves. So, okay, great. We got to talk about the brain a little bit. We feel a little bit better, and we're going to do it more in this script. Okay, it's going to be great. And also, I don't really remember what I was saying. Oh, Julia. Oh, I shouldn't really be using her real name. Wonderful person, by the way. A relative. She's a human being. Okay. I mean, I can't just call all people shit because they're not investigating their heuristics. But also, all people are shit for not investigating their heuristics. I don't know what was said by someone that we tend to really like. Socrates, right? Know thyself. I don't know if he was like morally exalting, I don't know if it was like he was saying that it's like morally good. Probably like to be a good citizen, know thyself, bro. Is that what he said? Because that's what this script is about. Great, because we got to bring it back to the script. So what is the know thyself shit? What are the Delphic maxims? Okay, not at all Socrates. What? I am shocked. Okay, and so history of interpretation. Okay, what for? Why know thyself? Know your limitations. Okay, that's what this channel is about, right? In this context, know thyself may carry the meaning of know your limitations or know your place. You don't need to know your place, except insofar as you should sit the fuck down. We should all sit down, slow down, and be like, look, here are my impressions. Can you help me catch my errors? Platonic references. Okay, in his Socratic dialogues. Okay, so the Greek philosopher Plato discusses the Delphic maxims, and particularly know thyself. Soundness of mind. Okay, he claims that the purpose of the inscription. Boom, 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 boom. Why does he say know thyself? I know why I say know thyself, because right now we're out here believing, espousing these intuitions as truths. We call them facts because, I don't know, we're not angry or scared when we say them. But they're really no more valid than that anger or fear. I'm exaggerating a bit, but my point is know thyself. Know thy thoughts, okay? Know, and not thyself, okay? Just in general, know the mistakes that brains make. You're a brain, you make these mistakes, you take these shortcuts, you don't have, the scenic route is not a default, just know how you're fucking up. And if you want to start, you're not so smart, okay? You don't even have to read the whole thing. Just get a feel. Each chapter is just a few pages, bro. It's like 50 chapters, okay? It's a short book. Check out 10 of them. Have your friend or family member look at another 10. Have a discussion. Oh my gosh, I know. What? Hold on. Read about the mistakes that we make? Read psychology? What, like in my free time? That's another thing that this is about. Why haven't I written this stuff down? Okay, alright, notes. Know thyself. What is that free time thing? Is that anything? Free time? So if like Jerk says, you want people to spend their weekends reading about the brain? No. I mean, yes, but also phrasing, bro. And this know thyself. You can say a framing. You can say something one way and it triggers a negative affect and just like thumbs down as far as truth in the brain's gonna go, nah, that don't sound right. Say it another way and maybe the brain's gonna go, oh, yeah. So for instance, you want people to spend their weekends reading about the brain? Well, that's like, hold on, brain, that sounds complicated and irrelevant. Okay, let me put it this way. Are you talking about people don't read. Let's start there. People don't read. Brains read. Vision, language, eye movement. That's brain shit. Okay? Can't even see that. That's fine. I'm saying it out loud. Get over it. That's brain shit. Okay? So you're asking me if I think that the brains that spend most of their week braining should learn what that means and how wrong it goes, like unwittingly, like what that means and how wrong it goes undetected. So goes doing double duty there. Okay, edit. There's an editing phase. So when you say it a little something like that, don't sound so crazy. Or wait, my bad. Maybe you're talking about the brains who consume content made by corporations, products packaged by marketing firms, and whose lives are governed by governors. If so, you got me. That's such a great fucking question. Should the brains that are being marketed to by people studying brains, studying how to attract and direct brains, whether those brains should also learn about how they're directed. That's a fucking thinker. What is thinking? Hell if I know. What is knowledge? Fuck if I care. I really want to try to make this, like, not make this script just more ranting. But I just don't have the prefrontal cortex for it, I feel like. Whatever. Okay, anyway, we're done talking about whatever we were talking about because we do really want to get in the script. But first, let's talk about what a failure I am, how pathetic I am, bro. Here I am like, ooh, we have to learn about ourselves. I don't even know how to get myself to fucking focus, fucking act, do, write, think. But that's the thing also, that's like an important part of this script, or I mean a theme in this script. It's ambitious, bro. I don't actually even know what my goal is for today. Like, what could I achieve where I would feel like I've earned sleep? I don't know. What was I saying? Is that starting this journey, making progress. My progress is nothing compared to what the average high schooler will know 100 years from now, okay? Yeah, I've dedicated a lot of time and good mental energy to it. Let's say average college student, like lit major in 100 years, is gonna know a hell of a lot more about the brain than me. Not just have access because of what neuroscience has discovered, but personally know, right? Because we're approaching, hopefully, the critical revolution, where humans achieve self-awareness, where brain sciences stops being just like studying some organ we possess to studying the fucking soul, the soul. You know, when, you know, I'm talking about post our understanding that introspection is really just like writing ourselves a letter that makes us feel good a lot of the time. You know, there's some validity to introspection. You can notice some things, but you're probably gonna wrap it up in a nice bow to the point where it's not that real. It's not, you know, self-serving bias, okay? Know thyself. Honestly, it would be serving thyself, to know thyself. So this is an important thing. So this we can just make its own beat right now. Excuse me. Okay. No, this should be titled. Don't I already have this somewhere? I don't know. Okay. I gotta scroll, huh? You don't even see that. Oh my gosh. This whole time you haven't seen that? Why didn't you say anything? Okay. But I was saying something else important. About what trash I am. Oh. But then I was like, but also, I can only be trash. No matter what I know about the mistakes I can make, yes, it gives me a little bit of a better chance. It makes it not impossible that I notice my mistakes. But still, the machinery, I was gonna say of the brain, but also the machinery that I am, self-serving bias is, you know, one of the big gears. So even if I know that I make mistakes, when I make one, that gear, that knowledge gear, oh hey, that looks like the halo effect. Oh wait, hey, that looks like an outgroup bias. Oh hey, was that an availability heuristic? Drowned out, ground down, by all the gears that are like, oh no, we need to protect our internal self-image. We have a narrative where we're smart, where we wouldn't do that. There can be a part of me that's like, what? No, I know better than that. Of course I do those things. But there are really resilient, persistent, resistant to my little verbal knowledge, base, primitive parts of me that are like, nah, honestly, bro, that doesn't work for me. Nah. And I can tell that part of me, no, bro, we can still believe I'm smart, even if I make these errors that, I consider really silly, basic, unjustified. There's a big part of me that's like, we're not silly, bro. We're smart. So if you're saying we did something silly, you're being silly. Speak for yourself, bro. Keep all that in the frontal lobe, bro. We got a body to keep alive and genes to spread, bro. Important shit, not all that nerdy shit, bro. Okay? So we need each other, okay? Let me do you the favor of pointing out what a dumbass you are when I notice it. But I'll only do that. Can you match my energy? Can you do me a favor? Can you shine my errors? The technical term is mallets, maladaptive if-then associations, or maladaptive mental mechanisms. And they're not categorically, universally, semper maladaptive. They're maladaptive in whatever context you're shining them in. Oh my gosh, thank you. Oh, for real? Wow. I'm sorry, my self-serving bias is fighting you on this. I am so sorry that we are so resistant. Can you break the error down for me? Oh, thank you. I love you, bro. Thank you so much. And we're gonna work together. You're saying I bought that not because I bought that toothpaste not because I noticed that it whitened my teeth more than any other toothpaste. You're saying it's because of the color? You're saying it's because of, all right, I want to switch to a delivery example. You're saying that I opt for FedEx not because they actually are the most reliable delivery service, but not because they actually take the best routes, get it there the fastest, but because they have a giant arrow on the side of their trucks. They don't have an arrow, it just says FedEx. Wait, you're saying there are parts of me that see an arrow in that? And those really powerful parts of me therefore associate FedEx with, I'm going to be devastated if there's some audio problem. Like, okay, the stream fucked. Frames getting dropped, no problem. I will be so upset if there's a problem with the recording. Let's just check everything. Got some nice music going. Where is that? Great. And that's on a different track from, okay, type shit. It says recording, it's not paused. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I guess it doesn't really matter though if I use UPS or FedEx. Thank you so much for looking at. Oh, it does matter? Was that me just like my self-serving bias again? Okay, I don't quite see that. Wait a minute, hold on a second. You're saying, wait, what's this 2005 Princeton University study that you read that found a 70% correlation? Okay, write this fucking sentence down if you need to, okay? I will say it slowly. Wait, what's this Princeton University 2005 study that you read about in the link in the description of this recording? Oh, could I actually put it in the stream? No, I'm not gonna. About a 70, like between, I think it was what, 66 and 73 or something, like in one condition and the other. Anyway, 71% or something, I feel like was the number that we saw when we looked at that again today. 71% correlation. You should be caught up by now, right? 71% correlation between our less than 1 second assessment of the competency of how competent seeming a face was and that person getting elected. Wait, that doesn't seem like chance, bro. Are you saying that there are mechanisms in us, in our souls, that are voting, like in our souls, for us to vote, like in the ballot, for the candidate that has the most competent looking face? And they're influential enough for us to see a 71% correlation between the face that's judged as more competent, you know, of the unknown, the stranger candidate, and the one that's elected. I mean, you know, and the election results or whatever. Anyway, set a reminder to go to the description and read it yourself, bro. What? Oh my gosh, but I have all these reasons for this guy. Wait, you're telling me that a human brain can... Oh, how did Steven Novella say that? Did I write that down? I think I did write it down, bro. One great quote from Steven Novella, Dr. Steven Novella. I think he taught at Yale? No, Vanderbilt? I don't know. Doesn't matter. I watched 24 of his lectures. Yeah, fucking bravo. And also, fuck you for not having watched 24 of his lectures. The whole series. What's the fucking series called? It's part of the Great Courses thing. So now we are gonna look him up so that we can give the rec. So, clinical neurologist, oh, at Yale. So Stephen Paul Novella, Dr. Stephen Paul Novella, the clinical neurologist and associate professor at Yale University School of Medicine, said, what? You'll tell me in a second, okay? In his, oh fuck, we just came across a link to a Reddit about Steven Novella's thoughts on consciousness. I like Steven Novella a lot. One thing that he kept getting wrong, but we can forgive him because this was 10 years ago, is before Kahneman, I think. I mean, before Thinking Fast and Slow. He kept talking about rationality via emotions. It's actually type 1 rational processes versus type 2 more rational processes. Sure, emotions can play a role. Sure, there's a correlation between emotional arousal and type 1 process reliance. But let's finish. What were you saying to me? You were saying a scientific guide to critical thinking skills? Holy shit. You know what's so funny? How many people would you speak to who would say, oh no, I'm not a critical thinker? Literally only like defiant, hippie. I was about to attribute it to like a certain gender. My bad, I'm sorry, I'm a dumbass human brain. And then I thought of a bunch of counter examples, so. I mean, also, anytime I'm about to attribute something to a race or a gender, I go, wait a minute. Yeah, you mentioned that we have this outgroup bias, that we like to generalize, we like to categorize, we like to act like groups, especially ones other than the one we identify with, are monoliths. So I stopped myself. It's fucking humility. Even if, oh wait, this seems like a real correlation, that group, they're like that. Ooh, I would say that though, wouldn't I? Because I am a brain. I am not only hypersensitive to patterns, I'm overly sensitive to patterns. I see patterns where there aren't patterns. Anyway, we can't explain everything right now, bro. We've done a good job of hitting some major stuff. But anyway, what did he say? I Googled what I wanted to, right? Great. systematically doubting our knowledge and ourselves in a positive, constructive way that leads to more inquiry and exploration. I think this was about the value of science. He defined skeptic, and this is how basically I would define, I mean, not just basically, 85%, critical recognition. Craig is my shorthand for that. But we wanted to spend more time talking about how much we hate ourselves for all the self-deception we did in the last 24 hours. We kept tricking ourselves. Oh, we should just finish this and then absolutely we're gonna work on it. We're not at all avoiding this. We're not at all endlessly finding important things to do instead of the hard, fear of failure inducing task of writing, this script about this thing that we really fucking care about. No, we're gonna do it right after we do this. I mean, I'm doing it fucking right now. So what do? I just put away all this stuff? I mean, I hadn't planned to read these quotes, but these quotes are so good. And why have the people watch me work or not work when Steven Novella said shit? Oh, here's the quote I was looking for. But first, he defines skeptic basically the same as I would define Craig, right? This whole series, this script that I'm working on, this conversation between Craig, like AI, Craig, like C-R-A-I-G, and Jerk. That's like Craig backwards. And Craig is named Craig because Craig is Craig, like that with an E, you see? Oh, no, on this vertical display you can't see. Craig. And Craig is short for critical, the foundation of critical thinking, critical recognition. And the arrogance of all of us dumbasses. I don't call myself a critical thinker. I would call myself Craig, but that's like relative to how Craig people are. I would not be Craig in 100 years. I would not know enough to earn that title. Well, I guess to have the first level, to be a level 1 Craig, all you need to know is that you are a fallible, multiple, like they're competing mechanisms, kind of deterministic thinking system that didn't evolve to think. It did, but not in the way that we think of thinking now. Think about political issues, gods and shit. What you call deep questions? Yeah. As you can see, if you talk to anyone about those things, way too deep for our hunting, gathering asses. So let's be skeptics, or Craig. Let's have, okay, I was going to tell you what episode this was in. I think it might have been the last one or the second to last one. Let's be skeptics. Let's have an appreciation for the limits and foibles of the human brain, combined and, take advantage of the power of the self-corrective approach of science. Now, here's the quote that I grabbed this page to, I'm going to read another one. I wrote some good ones. I mean, he said a lot of great stuff. You can rationalize a completely erroneous belief. And if you really, truly know that, not all of your parts are going to accept that, but it better be, there better not be any parts coming out of that stank fucking mouth that disagree with this fact. And if there aren't, you qualify as level 1 Craig. No. Actually, not quite. Not that you can rationalize a completely erroneous belief. You do rationalize and believe your rationalizations of completely erroneous beliefs. We wouldn't survive otherwise. We would all be like Eris or Socrates. Just the only thing we know is that we don't know anything. So yeah, we have completely erroneous beliefs. And sometimes, sure, it's okay, it's good enough, it's the best you can do for now. But other times, there are some big examples of you're the problem with the world because you keep believing this. and you have a clear reason why it's true, and you think that that fucking means something. Asshole. I hate you, okay? Alright, let's make some... No, we'll do that after. We're gonna get to talking about... And it's not really hypocritical, but it sure seems hypocritical how, you know, I espouse, I talk about how important it is to learn about the mind so that you can be a better mind. And I'm just such a shit mind, bro. Gosh, the last 24 hours have been hard, bro. I just remember high school and college and you know, and I just feel so embarrassed that in the last, oh wait a minute, oh damn, this stream music means that my recut software isn't gonna cut out any silences because there's this damn music. Oh boy, that's really disappointing. Oh boy, that's sad, bro. Well, nah, I don't have a solution to that. Damn, I was really counting on that. So, alright, we're gonna start by turning down the music. Because then maybe... But it's so fun, the music. Well, we've got it on its own track. We can turn it back up. Keep the fun. What were we saying? Yeah. College, high school, sitting there. And it's like getting vertigo in front of my computer in my first floor dorm, in my office chair. Just like, why am I actually standing over a canyon during a tornado? Maybe I should just get in bed. Maybe I should just drop this class. Maybe. Anyway, so embarrassing that all the excuses that my dumbass self-serving mechanisms, you know, instincts came up with. Oh no, all I need is a distraction-free environment. What did I write in my journal? I'll share this with you. Let's be vulnerable. Since we're gonna call you dumbasses, let's prove that I'm a dumbass too. Of course, you're not even gonna believe that you're a dumbass. You're just gonna accept that I'm a dumbass and also that I'm arrogant. And you're gonna be like, you're not even gonna think about it. You're just gonna be like, wow. He proved to me that he's a dumbass, and the other thing that annoys me is that he just thinks he's so smart. Like, he knowingly, intentionally, he chose to show me the proof why he believes that he's a dumbass. And the other reason I hate him is because he just thinks he's so smart and can do no wrong. Ugh. Can you just like lean forward in a stabbing distance, please, bro? Or either one of us, bro. We can't both be here. I can't do it, bro. What were we saying? Oh yeah. Today was hard. Kind of fun. Kind of really horrible. Honestly, was it just the daytime? I got some work done last night despite the fears. Then come 7 a.m., I start tripping. Got some stuff done. All of it just excuses. And except the excuses I made, there were none for not advancing in the script. Then again, what's the idea? Now, see, I plan to write. What's the idea? That I'm gonna, and this is a fair point, that I have struggled in so much of my life to like sit down and do a thing in an organized, attention-sustained, organized, focused, diligent way. And I thought, oh, but today I'm gonna do it. But here's what I ended up writing. Then again, what's the idea? That if I have medication, a wealth of knowledge about the brain and anxiety therapies, my own framework for the mind, a deadline, comfortable temperature, good reliable electricity, caffeine, a plot idea. I should have mentioned novelty here. I'm gonna include that right now. Or maybe I can use that as an excuse. I'm just rehashing. No, there's novelty here for sure. And ADHD brains, know thyself. We need, love, benefit from having deadline pressure, novelty. What I did, Yeah, what other stuff do we benefit from? Know thyself, please. Know myself, please. So what time is it? I gotta add this little edit to my entry. What? Oh, novelty. A project with plenty of novelty. What do you, novel opportunities? Novel possibilities? A novel project with novel possibilities? All right, just put that because we gotta keep moving. I gotta add the date. It's not the same day as the day I started this entry. This is from last night. 2026 Hober 09 Golf 0502 to 0503, and we can just put Hober 09 Golf, boom, then in brackets, put the whole thing in parentheses, take out the time zone. Oh, underline. Okay. What's the idea? That if I have medication, a wealth of knowledge about the brain, and anxiety therapies, my own framework for the mind, a deadline, comfortable temperature, good reliable electricity, caffeine, a plot idea, a task that I care a great deal about, people who love and believe in me, no distractions, a novel project with plenty of novel possibilities, don't overeat, don't drink, and don't smoke, that I would be able to accomplish a goal of medium difficulty? Crazy. Yeah, I guess that was the idea. Crying face. But I found distractions. They were just hiding. Also, my goal probably wasn't very clear to me. Anyway, we're not reading the whole entry right now. Last quote from Stephen Novella. Novella. The point of science is to compensate for the less than satisfactory human nature. Oh, this stopped being a quote from Novella because I took over after. The point of science is to compensate for, and then he said something about our dumbass brains. But I realized this would be a really great paraphrase for a meeting I have coming up with some religious folks who are like, hey, is science really that great? And in my last meeting with them, they were like, what can psychology offer? Gosh, how stupid, bro. You know what this dude said? I'm sorry, how human, bro. How predictably irrational. Hashtag Dan O'Reilly. How predictably irrational. He goes, they go, okay, they're like, the discussion last time was about what's the future gonna be like? And I'm like, well, we're at a turning point where, I mean, it's up to us to turn, but we're at a point where a new direction is available to us. Self-knowledge, real self-knowledge, not just from authors and fucking painters and pre-science philosophers. Those are great, absolutely. Not from psychics and herbalists and priests. Self-knowledge from a fucking, and that's what the F stands for, magnetic resonance imaging technology, bro. We can see the selfing, bro. I mean, basically, obviously, the tech has a way to go before that statement's really defensible. But anyway, basically, and he's like, there have been other movements. There was Buddhism, and yeah, here's another book recommendation. No Self, No Problem. How neuropsychology is catching up to Buddhism. Absolutely, the Buddha knew some shit about, well, the absence of self, and also what the self, not in the sense of a singular, consistent, static unit thing, but the person, the collection of thoughts and experiences. Yeah, Buddhists knew some shit about that. So yeah, that's great. But they couldn't show you the numbers. They couldn't I've made my point. we have this thing called science now. We've taken a lot of the guesswork and replaced that with like evidence and shit we can. Shit, I was gonna say we can't really, just opine, and we do though, we can, because we're the same system that can rationalize a completely erroneous belief. But if we had any sense at all, and in some ways we do, okay? So when it's not convenient, we're all like, oh, I don't know about that scientific consensus. It's just an explanation. That's what you sound like. When you say it's just a theory, here's what I hear. It's just an explanation. And typically you're talking about like evolution, and in that case what I hear is, oh, that's just an explanation supported by a tremendous, like incomprehensibly staggering mass pile heap, mountain of evidence. And you believe in that? I have this other theory. Yeah, I see your library supporting your theory, but you do realize that my theory, I can't reach it and I'm not gonna waste time going to get it, is actually 40 books. Some people think it's one book. It's actually 40 books. And no, kind of only one of them actually says anything that could be relevant to evolution. But I don't know why you expect me to have sense now when I'm comparing a self-corrective history, a long history of a self-corrective methodology, seeking to learn more and more with fucking that. It's like, I just, for a moment was like, bro, Eris, what the fuck are you doing? You just said the most like basic, obvious thing. And you said it in a way that I kind of got the impression that you thought you were saying something profound. Like, is there any confusion about the difference between, I can't even say it out loud, the support for and the logic of and the logic of the theory of evolution and the value of the system behind it and Genesis? How could there be confusion about that? What am I living in? Is this living? Like, why? Wouldn't living be like just being able to have like a nice conversation in our, shared reality? I mean, we have different experiences. We have our different constructions of reality, but also like this is a pen, right? Like, it's nice when you say, hey, can I have a pen? And I give you this, and you don't go, please don't shoot. You don't go, oh my God, it's so shriveled, but is that your grandfather's foreskin? Why are you giving that to me? Oh, let me out, bro. What do I have to do to move on to the next level, bro? Fuck you. And this is not to you. I mean, it is. All of my fuckies are to you. But also the simulators, the Peters and Pauls of this level. Okay. All right, so we're done with the Stephen Novel quotes. That's not novel anymore. No, stop looking. Obviously you would be able to find more. Okay, let's just run through these notes real quick. And then, I'm so pathetic. I was just gonna, and I was like, well, I've been thinking for months about jumping on Monkey. Speaking of Genesis, right? Jumping on Monkey and just like chatting with strangers. I don't really want to do that because I'm scared of the rejection. Can you see my heart rate? Did it do anything? Just picturing someone hitting that skip button? No, huh? Oh, the heart rate's not even visible in my verbal stream. Let me add that real quick, bro. Okay. We are also going to comfort ourselves in the next hour of yapping because we have accomplished something. We made this video. I like this video. I said what I had to say, and it was good shit. I had to say good shit, and I did. And we fucking tried, okay? We didn't. We haven't opened Instagram in the last 24 hours. We haven't done anything except for look at our little dating apps, and then spend several hours being mad at someone for not liking how awful our vibe is. You know, it's funny, just if she saw this, I was talking to ChatGPT, like she probably thinks that I was like trying to be polite in my messages. So if I'm saying to her, whoa, I think you're skipping some nuance, that really what I mean is, dumbass, beep a beep, I hate you and I like love making you feel stupid. And that's not true. But also look at the evidence. Here I am when I'm really, here I am showing my true colors, bro. Just telling y'all how stupid you are and apparently enjoying it. I said I liked this video, didn't I? And also, I gotta be enjoying it. I mean, I don't seem to not be enjoying it. And also, why would I be doing it so much, being so insistent? And you're right, I do enjoy venting right now. But also, and you don't have to believe me because I do have a narrative. I'm completely convinced by it. I have a narrative where that ain't me, that I'm like trying to make people feel stupid. Now, I guess there's a fine line between trying to get people to realize they are stupid and I'm just as stupid, except I'm actually twice as smart only because I know that I'm just as stupid, which makes me twice as smart. But I'm not, and also I am smarter. I think faster and better. Okay, you got me. But also, I still deny that there's really any malice. And I bet you deny that your ignorance is malicious. And I deny that my calling out of your ignorance is malicious, okay? And I wonder who's being more consistent. I do. And when I say I wonder, I'm saying I'm being more consistent. If I watched you, and I do, in a way I do, but if I recorded it, like you record me, if I recorded it, I would show you that you tend to think it's valuable to point out ignorance, especially when you think that it's harmful. Oh, not you, J person. I meant you in general. It's impossible that she's watching this. But there is a part of me that's like, ooh, she is. That part is wrong. Very self-centered, self-absorbed. I'm sorry. But honestly, that part's getting louder and louder. I honestly just feel like I'm talking to her right now. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry for however I made you feel. But also, no, I take it back. I leave it out there. But also, I'm saying it begrudgingly because I mean it. You deserve to hear it. But also, it's reluctant and begrudged. Anyway, because I just think you're the problem with the world. Know thyself, bro. And slow the fuck down. Why so combative? I know, you think I'm combative. Alright, whatever. We're not gonna go in circles. That was like a big part of my journey over the last 24 hours and has been a big part of my journey kind of since 2017, more so since 2020, more so since, what year was that? 2022, and then like more so now. I wish I had a healthier, more mature, more aligned with my ideals approach, but I can't keep like being paralyzed, so my approach is fuck you, not Jay. Fuck you people who made me feel bad about the way I am. And also, please feel bad about the way that you are. But, so it was kind of productive. I had to keep rehearsing this narrative that, I spent so much time, oh no, they're right. I didn't believe I was a terrible person because I knew what my internal experience was. But I believed I was a really harmful, like a recklessly harmful person, which I was confused. I didn't believe it. I was partly convinced. No, we're not talking about this right now. Okay. You're stalling, Eris. You are trash. Okay, we're not going to talk about that. So I wanted to cry when thinking about the depth of the distance between me and even just like minor achievements that are majorly important to me. This is exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, okay? The script, I keep thinking that it's all that matters, right? Because I want to film it with my buddy. He leaves in 2 weeks from tomorrow. I want to film these 2 scenes, these 2 episodes, each one scene. So that feels like the most important thing, but it's okay if I don't get both filmed. This journey of what can productivity look like for me? What conditions can I set up to trigger the behaviors, thought processes and behaviors that I want? Why, despite perfect conditions, honestly, am I such a useless shit? Not am I such a useless, let's rephrase it better. Like, I want to be, very self-deprecating, denigrating, and so on, but to make it up for being so mean to you. But also, there's nobody back in here watching this. I mean, not in this room, not in any room I could possibly be pointing to, except, hi mom, thanks so much. Leave a nice comment. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so really I should just focus on good framing, rehearsing good narratives. So yeah, I wish I had a healthier, more mature, more moral narrative than fuck you, I need to just be myself and feel okay about that, feel good about that. Also, I need to have the healthy narrative of I'm not a useless shit. A useless shit. See, maybe I should have given you this word. Whatever, I'm just gonna say it quickly, I'm not gonna explain it. Liver, it means to, oh no, that's not good. ChatGPT helped me come up with a better definition. Liver kind of means to think. It's just like when a mental thing happens, okay? You can use it as a transitive verb, but it has none of the intention, endorsement. It doesn't, imply any amount of time. It's very, very neutral. All it is a mental thing happened. Okay, so that thing livered. You can also use it intransitively. So you can say, I livered that, right? Oh, I just livered the dog park. Thought of the dog park, okay? Why can't you just say thought of then? This is what I was saying I gotta skip over. So this is exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. So the script livers as all that matters because my buddy's leaving, but actually failing and pushing forward is all that matters. I was gonna say, I'm not a useless shit, except in the sense that we all are. Worse than useless, just destroying this. Anyway, I ex-livered uselessness. So liver is like a mental thing happens. In liver is like this is an inaccurate reduction bit. Because we know that it's actually, we generate predictions and then the outside is just there for error messages. Anyway, let's just use the classic framework. To in-liver means to basically take something from outside and make it a mental event. So I'm in-livering this camera right now and perceiving it, okay? So it can be any kind of sensory intake. Any kind of intake. And then ex-livering is any kind of output. So I ex-livered uselessness today. Okay, I smelled, I wrote that down. Why do I do this? Because, yeah, none of my pleas to be euthanized went my way, as you can fucking see. And I have this dumbass survival instinct, so I've never attempted. So, what else am I gonna do? And I love it. I don't love sitting in front of the computer failing to do stuff, but I do love little adjacent accomplishments. and even the little steps I make toward or in, you know, what I care about. Like, look at all that. And I actually did make an episode. Hell yeah, bro. Bravo, Eris. You published an episode. Now, the first and only comment until Mother, you know, helped balance things out was that it was basically the worst video on YouTube. But bro, you know about growth. I mean, there's a part of you that doesn't. There's a part of you that's like, damn, that's my eternal judgment. We're rehearsing knowing that, no, you do stuff, you do better stuff, you do better stuff. You realize that actually you're headed the wrong way. You start doing better stuff for the first time. Also, you realize that depending on the perspective, blah, blah, blah. Hell yeah. Audio tests. Oh God, I spent so long. I hope this audio is good because I spent so long trying different volumes. Anyway, I'm not even Craig enough to know when my avoidances are total bullshit. But again, that's what the script is about. I made that point a number of times. Oof. And I did some, why did this screen just go black? Oh, because it's my journal. I worked out, you know, on Saturday and on Friday, only in the vertical stream. Can you see this? Oh yeah. So I don't feel it, but I know I can be proud of myself. Great job. Craig can still lie to himself. Yeah, of course he can. Goal. What is my goal? We gotta come back to that. Oh, wait a minute. I'm doing this wrong because I actually accidentally left these 2 pages blank. I will sooner fall asleep, oh yeah, here in this chair than give up. But I still don't actually know what the goal is, so. Oh, and then I wrote, oh, actually, what's the goal? I'm so fucking embarrassed. This isn't going. Oh yeah, and I think I kept like thinking, come on. Like, as though this would make up for college. Oh, great. I wrote the script today. I sat down. It was hard. I wrote it. I'm cured. I'm now a productive person. I can remove the label that college stuck me with, that I'm absolutely useless. I'm a dropout. Oh, now I am a doer. But we don't need to make up for college, actually. So actually, in a sense, kind of a different sense than the lower parts of me were thinking of it, but in a sense, you know, sitting down and writing an essay will make up for college. That'll be a new ensemble, evidence of a new ensemble. That kind of ex-livery would be evidence of a different ensemble than was ex-livering in college. So great job. Traumatic. Yeah, sometimes parts of me want to cry today, die today. We're asking why today. We're asking why not today. Maybe that fan can fall. Anyway, I already covered that. And then other parts are like, ugh, you're so dramatic. Can you just do it? Spending so much time talking about why you can't do it. You could have done it by now. I don't know if that's true. It doesn't matter. You don't need to know if it's true. Believe that it's true. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Is that how the brain works? Fuck how the brain works. It's about how the brain believes it works. Honestly, you're not totally wrong. You're giving me good advice, thank you. But also be sympathetic that I look at the script and I just go dizzy. I look at the beat board. Bro, there's a lot going on this beat board. Yeah, that's right. I accept this feeling. This feeling's okay. This feeling that this is an impossible task is not a reflection of representation of reality. It's just an interpretation. It's just a belief. It's not a feeling, it's a belief. I feel overwhelmed because I believe that this is too much, that I can't do this. But well, you know what? I believe that we can, that you can. Am I outside of you or am I a part of you? I don't know, that's not clear to me either. It doesn't really matter, does it? And it's okay if there's like a shift in, right? It's kind of poetic. Yeah, I guess so. Are you procrastinating right now? Oh man, you're good. You're a good coach. Learned about streaming, but not super well because I was mostly living shame and frustration, but I did improve my setup, so great job. Great job. even if I feel, even if I, something, I have footage, oh, even if I fail, oh yeah, I have footage of my failure. And then I'm like, and what's the value of that again? I don't know, the historical record. Bro, did I think that the key was a few mantras and a splash and a bucket of impatience? I think I did. Goofy. You're right. Practice, bro. You know this. But also, how would I not feel like a failure? What? But also, how would I not feel like a failure? I also believe, oh yeah, if I went to bed, like, how would I not feel like a failure? None of the words. But looking at this is cool. Like, there's stuff less than I thought. But I typed stuff today, and I had thoughts today. You gotta liver, bro, okay? Sometimes, you know, there's a lot of livering. You don't see anything impressive ex-liver, and then boom, okay? Sometimes there's a lot livering, right, beneath the surface, and all of a sudden, boom, it pre-livers, it livers loud, and then it comes out of ex-liver. So great job. Okay, back to the pages I had left blank, the smell, why did I do goal, blah, blah. Okay, last page. Here are some things that I am full of shit about. Every obstacle I've ever scapegoated for my not getting, just says work and am I not working? Then again, oh yeah, I was unalivable when I knew that in reality, I have no external excuse. This is just a useless bundle, as to paraphrase Hume, David Hume. Hashtag bundle theory. Another thing I'm full of shit about, that I'm fine, this is not super related, kind of, actually it absolutely is, my bad, that I'm fine knowing that I don't know. You know, people would say to me, you know, when I would talk about humility, about probability rather than certainty, black and white, blah, 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 because I'm an insufferable yapper. I am. No, that wasn't according to you. No, I am. I mean, insufferable to you, though. I disagree. I'm having a blast. But I do hear the douchiness, but those are just like mechanisms that are representative of yours, of your mechanisms. I didn't just call you a douche. I'm just saying, again, whatever. Am I allowed to love myself? Does that offend you so much? Can I at least try? Does that offend you if I just try? If you don't know, how can you act? And I always thought people were so dumb for saying that. But really, I just wasn't realizing how paralyzed I was by my not feeling like I know, by my not believing that I know. I tout myself as an example. I'd be confused by their confusion. But in the ways that matter most to me, when it comes to things I really care about, I am. I'm going to change the last word for emphasis. Quadriplegic. A vegetable. So I just put paralyzed, but it's underlined, so it's supposed to land. And I've been saying that so much that it wouldn't have. Anyway, didn't need to explain that. What are you gonna do about it? So I would always say to people, you can't, capital K, no, and you have to act. So what are you gonna do? There's no sense in being like, oh no, I do, capital K, no. Maybe there is, because maybe they're right. Can't believe I'm kind of, maybe for the first time, figuring this out. Obviously, if we are multiple. That's something I mentioned as an important part of what you need to understand about yourself in order to qualify for Craig level 1, which I know is important to you. And if it isn't, the joke's really on you, bro. You have to understand that we're multiple. You're multiple, I mean. I am multiple, right? So there's a part of me that can manage, can handle, can conceptualize, that has space for, that can integrate, that can understand that certainty is an illusion, is not a justifiable thing, and also that action is necessary. And so therefore, we're just gonna have to have both because that's what we have. But there are other parts of me, that aren't at the mic right now or, usually. And those parts of me pulling the strings deeper in the machine, right? The big gears that you don't see. Oh, they can't reconcile that. I can't know that I'm doing the right thing, and I have to do a thing. No. So they reconcile. So that's that cognitive dissonance can't handle it. So they make it consonant. So they change one of them. You know what? I can't know. Or you know what? I don't have to act. And so my inner, we're gonna call them demons right now. They do the latter. They say, well, what you just said is nonsense. That's impossible to both not know that the action is correct and also to do the action. So let me fix that for you. I know I really self-doubt through and through. It's pathological, it's emotional, it's in my marrow. Yeah, we can't know. We talk a big game to, see if that helps, but we can't know. So I guess we can't act. Okay, all right, everybody, hands off the wheel. Pump the brakes. Can't know, therefore we can't act. That's what the heart of my brain, the heart of me. Damn. And so wait, are we gonna stay awake until those friends come over and what we're gonna discuss science and consciousness with a philosophy major we've never met before and our friend Shovik, who's quite smart? Yeah, bro. And we're not gonna know if we're saying the right thing, and we're gonna say it anyway. But you know what? I think I'm full of shit again. I think there are times where my little boys reconcile this non-paradox by saying, actually, we do know. I deny it. So every time they send it up the chain, I go, oh no, we don't know. And I assume they know that. But of course they don't know that. They don't know that they don't know. They think they know, bro. They know, but they're wrong. And listen to him. He thinks he's so poetic. This is not something I wrote down. This is something I'm saying right now. He thinks he's so poetic. I mean, sometimes, it feels like almost every time, every sentence is just like 3 entries from a bad thesaurus mashed together with some like connector words. And he thinks he gets away with it. He thinks he impresses us. Ugh, fucking Eris, bro. What are you gonna do? You can assassinate him. That's how you can pronounce Cyleris. Kill Eris. No, don't. That's not the narrative. I have to be here because I have important work to do. I'm the Messiah. I'd rather believe that than keep not believing in myself. Because here's the thing. If I believe that, I'll actually do shit. Yeah, I'll make a fool of myself. Yeah, I'll make a fool of myself. But the alternative is to be, so self-aware, so tempered in my, ambition and, what am I trying to say? Being so cautious in my belief in myself, being so cautious in my confidence that I just lie in bed. I've done that, okay? So now we're here, ow. Just because I worked out, so muscular. Ugh. Okay, I need a stretch, seriously, bro, just because I'm like kind of a gym rat. So I'm probably like slowing down right now, because when I get to the end of this page and I have like 2 more notes to share, what am I gonna do? Work on that? God damn it, the safety was on. Okay, but then there's this other me who says, but I can know. Oh yes, I keep putting it off. So even if, so let's say some of the boys really just believe that we know. Some of the boys believe that capital K knowing any kind of actionable confidence is impossible. There may be other boys who are a little more nuanced who basically what they liver is, okay, I can't know. I have to act, okay, and I will act. But you know what, I can know more before I act. And you know, that's kind of that could be a part of the paralysis. That could be, you know, one cause of paralysis, okay? So I just listed, how long did that take? 2 ways in which I'm full of shit. Third way, that I use my recognition. And this is this Eris. I was thinking about giving my address in case you had a friend who could do the job. Fucking killerist guy. He knows. And he's known since at least high school. Okay, well, this isn't gonna sound profound. We kind of all know this, but also we don't act like we know this. You have known that facts don't do shit except for serve as backup, convinces people, what motivates people, what convinces, motivates, I think that covers it. Convinces, but you know, it changes people's minds. It isn't facts, and it definitely isn't facts presented as, hey, your current opinion is wrong, so change it to this. Hello, Eris, ever heard of the backfire effect? Ever heard of, I don't know, Sperber and Mercier's argumentative theory of reasoning? Like all the mechanisms that count, the majority party in the skull, they hear, you know, a rebuttal, and that's their cue to rebut the fuck back. So all I'm doing when I say you're wrong and you're a dumbass and here's why, all I'm doing is making it just impossible for you to make any progress on it. And I keep doing it. What good is it to know, you know, 8th grade literature, pathos, ethos? I don't even have a degree. I'm not wearing a dress shirt. I'm not even trying to make this look like a professional, respectable office. If anything, I'm working against the cause, bro. If anything, I'm just a madman on no sleep in his parents' house at 35, Ubering every once in a while, and I'm like, yeah, I should represent the fucking critical revolution, the evolution of humans from beast to self-aware thinker, from warring beast to collaborative, humble harmonizers? Do I enjoy living in this world? So I just want to discourage anyone from taking that progress seriously? Okay, but you say that, but I'm just looking at the evidence, bro. What effort, Eris, do you put in to actually being compelling? Look at the goddamn fucking script you wrote that you're so proud of, that you turned into a video. Yeah, I agree with you that could work on Vulcans. Eris, Vulcans are a fiction of the imagination of dumbass, pathic, oblivious, argumentative, combative, primitive, other insulting but true adjectives. Humans, bro. What's this about know thyself if you're gonna keep trying to tell them to know themselves in a way that absolutely will not inspire them? I am gonna cry when I act this out, and I'm gonna tap into some real emotions that I'm not trying to tap into right now. I'm gonna let some Itzik's liver that I tend to kick back. What a joke, bro. What a joke, bro. Oh. I just realized when I do go to sleep in about 12 hours, well, not when I go to sleep, but at some point after that, I'm gonna wake up. Fuck, bro. There are a few different mechanisms I'm slivering right now. No, I don't mind, bro. It's just like parts of me mind, bro. Excuse me. There you go. It's acting for you. That's it. You don't have any more tears to delay this? I am thirsty though. I do have to pee. Yeah, I got other stuff that we can do before we have to just feel so useless. Because we were feeling good, bro. Showing self-awareness, confessing our sins. Beating the dead horse that you keep riding and that is your sins. We were having fun. Fun's over, bro. Fun's over, bro. Let's be serious, bro. Looking at a phone that is on airplane mode that I don't even use. Just anything other than it. Okay. I do really have to pee though. All these energy drinks. And I should fuel myself. Eat some food, bro. It's just it's cold, so. Okay, come on. Don't just expect to turn it on. Let's talk ourselves into it. Okay, first of all, stop with the big dramatic reaction, okay? So that's not a puzzle to solve, kind of, but also these are pieces of it that you've put together, so great job, bro. And also great job letting those tears out, bro. Great job, bro. Do you feel any better? Yeah, good. Bro, stop thinking about how... Let's go back to just thinking about how convincing and compelling your complaints were. We're not gonna... You know what? I'm sorry. I accept you. You guys who are living that might as well not even been speaking English. And that not even a communication thing, that we are just actually saying, thinking nonsense and patting ourselves on the back for it. I accept you. Thank you so much. I'm just gonna let you go now, thank you, because I have to keep drawing fucking squares. What are you doing? Read. Okay, zoom in, bro. Okay, find novelty. Oh, dumbass. Set a timer. A little Pomodoro. Okay. I've never actually used a Pomodoro. That seems complicated, but a little timer, I can absolutely do that. So, all right, here we go, bro. So what do we have to do? We got up Friday evening, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, it's only 48 hours, bro. Oh, we should take a pill soon. Oh, but then the crash is gonna be so bad. Let's not look at the time. Let's just do what we can without it, and then, you know, take it when we have to. Drop your shoulders, bro. There's no threat. Relax. Timer. Drop. Relax. Ooh, a meditation. Excellent thinking, bro. Let's slow down your breathing. Let's let the amygdala know. You see how we're able to just like breathe really slowly right now? No lions, no tigers, no bears. So you chill out and we're gonna send, yeah, you know what? No, actually can you just send that glucose right over here, please? Oh, you're funny, bro. You were about to get that brain, do a little, show them the amygdala, show them the frontal lobe, show them the gyri of I will, I want, and I won't. You are sneaky, bro. That's not what we're doing right now, bro. And also, you don't actually know which gyri they are, but eek, that's like so good to know, isn't it? Bro, please tell me you're not completely hopeless. Please put this book down. No, but honestly, just to like, so then you can like visualize it. But you're already visualizing it. You already just like kind of randomly, you know, vaguely picture a gyri on which is written I will, a gyrus, I mean. Oh gosh, you're really embarrassing yourself, bro. I think that might be rock bottom. You said a gyri, bro. No, I know you know, but you just don't seem to realize what a joke you are. Why were you really crying earlier? Was it just to realize what a joke your life is? It wasn't really that you're so upset about, oh, humans are so dumb and I'm so sad. It wasn't that, bro. You're just sad. You're a sad case. And you're right to cry about that. But look, it's coming back. That is what it's really about, isn't it? Chapter 1. Yeah, I was just letting you talk so that I could find this. But also, yeah, I can't disagree with anything you just said. And do you think that, like, the talking to yourself, which, like, list does that go in? The, wow, he's fucking nuts, or the ethos list? Right, so... Okay, alright, that's a fair point. Like, brains should be doing this more. Brains are multiple. It's actually not that crazy for parts to share the Broca's area because it helps. Kind of regions talking to each other, networks interacting within the brain is one thing. The broadcast is like louder and clearer and like, you didn't start the timer. Is this it? No, bro. Yeah, okay. So you're an eccentric now, but it's really them. They're the ones who are weird. They think they're one thing, and they don't realize that it really makes a difference to verbalize, to let each part, to let, you know, each character, gear, mechanism, whatever, verbalize. Here we go. Here we go, bro. Check this out. So, how can you see that? What about you? Wait, what? Oh, right. Okay, and then for you. Oh, hold on. Here's what we're gonna do. Oh, wow, you're clever. Just remove the whole script. Get it out of view, bro. Hell yeah. It's not even a script. It's a mess of beats. Okay. All right. Now everybody can see this. Okay. So I won't power. I will power. I want. Got that I want on the ventral medial. You're just gonna read about it now? Okay, bro. But you're not gonna read the whole thing, bro. Just find where it refers to. And this is good, because this is what it's about. This is okay. We'll read 3 paragraphs. Okay, great job. Let's do it. Robert Sapolsky. Excuse me. Oh, you want to show off? Oh, you have a book by Robert Sapolsky. Behave. That's the title. Drop your shoulders, bro. There's no threat. Everything's fine, bro. Robert Sapolsky, a neurobiologist at Stanford University, has argued, you don't need to preface this, no self-deprecating. Hey guys, check out, no, believe it, be real, bro. Hello, check out the interviews we did last year at Stanford. So you go to on my channel, the SASI playlist, SASI, hashtag SASI, self-awareness tree interviews. And there was quite a range. Some people were even actually familiar with heuristics. I don't know if they were familiar with heuristics, but yeah, I think so. I think maybe that last guy, he even knew Kahneman. I don't know. I mean, like, he knew thinking fast and slow. Get to it. Dr. Sapolsky has argued that the main job of the modern prefrontal cortex is to bias the brain, and therefore thank you for saying that, bro, and not like in turn you, and therefore, I don't know really what therefore means exactly, so maybe she's trying to say, in this paraphrasing, maybe even Robert Sapolsky was saying that, like, in turn you, that would be wrong. This you, bro. No, not this, bro. I could take that nose. If you didn't know that I took that nose, you would not be changed. Okay. There would be a difference, obviously, right? Because there'd be less olfactory filtering. Olfactory is like the sense that's like most actually like in the brain, the receptors, you know? It would, so different, or, you know, you would have like at first memories of more intense like recall, recollection, you know? Anyway, yeah, you know, anyway. So, Dr. Sapolsky has argued that the main job of the modern prefrontal cortex is to bias the brain, and therefore you, toward doing the harder thing. When it's easier to stay on the couch, your prefrontal cortex makes you want to get up. The prefrontal cortex directs other regions. Get up. Maybe sends a signal, I don't know, to the basal ganglia, and that's like motivated initiation of behavior, I think. So, goal-oriented motion. So, yeah, anyway, the prefrontal cortex is what sends signals to get up and exercise. When it's easier to say yes to dessert, your prefrontal cortex remembers the reasons for ordering tea instead. And when it's easier to put that project off until tomorrow, it's your prefrontal cortex that helps you open the file and make progress anyway. And I don't got one of those, basically, so the prefrontal, but stop, I can still practice things, and I can set up my environment to give, my bitch-ass little prefrontal cortex a boost, so that it's a bitch-ass prefrontal cortex. Or, it won't change, but, hey, Andy Clark, extended mind. The reminders on my wall, the exercise and all that, plus this puny, dry prefrontal cortex, together, gonna be a bitch prefrontal cortex, I don't know. I thought I was being feminist. The prefrontal cortex is not one unified blob of gray matter. Oh, are we multiple? Is the soul made up of discrete interacting parts? No way. The prefrontal should you let them talk to each other using language? Broadcast the interaction? Interact better? I don't know. You said it. I did. The prefrontal cortex is not one unified blob of gray matter. It has 3 key regions that divvy up the jobs of I will, I won't, and I want. One region, near the upper left side of the prefrontal cortex, specializes in I will. I will power. Okay, so I will power. Some left prefrontal right here. Okay. Oh, because the image is okay, anyway. This is left from my perspective. Oh god, this angle. That looks goofy. I'm rubbing your eye. Actually, now from every angle. What were you saying? One region near the upper left side of the prefrontal cortex specializes in I will power. Oh, I will. It helps you start and stick to boring, difficult, or stressful tasks. That's not actually helpful, but in maybe some indirect way. Like staying on the treadmill when you'd rather hit the shower. The right side, in contrast, handles I won't power, holding you back from following every impulse or craving. Oh, no, don't worry, I won't. Oh, no, just showing. You can thank, so when I have a thought, like this one, what I'm doing right flipping now, holding you back, well, also I guess I thought I had made my point really, so it's kind of cheating. The right side, in contrast, handles I won't power, holding you back from following every impulse or craving. You can thank this region for the last time you were tempted to read a text message while driving, but kept your eyes on the road instead. Together, these 2 areas control what you do. I will, I won't. I will stay on the treadmill. I won't, get off the treadmill. I will order that tea. I won't order that cake. Yay. Ah, damn. Can't high five. I won't. I will. Yeah. Great job, everybody. Good job. Actually, let's not celebrate too much. Eris's team doesn't have star players like us, really. Actually, he does, but he just likes to make excuses. No, that's not fair. I do have them, but also they're not stars. But they will be. I'm committed to it. Where were we? Really dragging out these 3 paragraphs. I won't drag out these paragraphs anymore. I will get through them. Oh, but then I could read about the I want thing. Here's a good drawing. We're not gonna go find the I want thing, but here's a good drawing. By the way, there's no markings in this because I listened to it. Self-control, impulsive self. Okay. So I'm not gonna open this up right now because I am maybe. No, I'm not. But anyway, inside there is the impulsive self, and then the self-control stuff evolved eons later. Anyway, I won't drag this out. I will finish these last 2 paragraphs because I want, well, to figure out what my goal is. But I'm not gonna go to sleep because that's just gonna fuck me up if I go to sleep and I have to wake up when friends come. 9 hours. What the fuck am I gonna do for 9 hours? What am I gonna do for 9 hours? What the fuck am I gonna do for 9 hours? That's sleep time. But what am I gonna get done in an hour? And I don't want to wake up and then my friends come. I won't go on a single other tangent because I want to, let's forget all that stuff for a second. I want to finish these 2 paragraphs. So together, these 2 superior areas, superior because they're on top, superior areas control what you, the 3rd region, just a little bit lower in the middle of the prefrontal cortex. Do you want me to reach around? This right there. Oh, is that some olfactory bulb or is that like an optic? The 3rd region, just a little bit lower and in the middle of the prefrontal cortex, keeps track of your goals and your desires. It decides what you want. The more rapidly it sells fire, boom, 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 temporal summation. The more motivated you are to take action or resist temptation. This part of the prefrontal cortex remembers what you really want. Even when the rest of your brain is screaming, eat that, drink that, ooh, smoke that, ooh, buy that. And then it comes with this book is really great, highly recommend. Oh my bad, Dr. McGonagall. Kelly McGonagall, okay? This is honestly really good. I would put it in my top 10 recs. I guess I wouldn't because my top 10 recs are all about getting you to be intellectually humble, but this is so good, bro. But also maybe because I think a book like this can really help you believe that this is you. No, it wouldn't be in my top 10. But outside of books that talk about how dumb you are, this would maybe be my like number 1. No, Sapolsky's Behave. You know what? My ranking does not matter, bro. Shut the fuck, please. Every willpower challenge requires doing something difficult, whether it's walking away from temptation or not running away from a stressful situation. Imagine yourself facing your specific willpower challenge, which is such a great book. The author asks you to, articulate at the beginning. What is the harder thing? So your willpower challenge, what is the harder thing? For me, the harder thing is to sit down, find a question in this project. That could be a goal. I have to answer 10 questions. A question could be, how does this episode, what kind of resolution happens in this episode? Question. Great idea, thank you. Imagine yourself facing your specific willpower challenge. What is the harder thing? What makes it so difficult? What makes it so difficult is, I'll get to the interesting stuff, but 1, I have a not tremendous working memory, and I've also compromised it even further by not sleeping. So I look at all these pieces and it's hard to juggle them, to hold enough of them long enough to figure out how they fit together. Another thing that makes it difficult is that I have a lot of doubt about my approach, about Will Craig's approach to Jerk. It's just a lot of venting, really. And that's not really effective. Maybe it could be effective to people who are kind of on the fence, who share these frustrations about human irrationality and certainty, the horrible pairing of arrogance and ignorance that's so familiar to us, whether you recognize it or not. And what am I saying? So yeah, I feel like I have to come up with another approach, and I have a strong impulse to kind of just keep venting. Not to choose to, but every time I look at a moment of dialogue, I'm like, oh yeah, he should yell at Jerk here. He should just insult Jerk here. That'll get through to him. And then related, and the final thing is that everything I do feels like it's my last chance to do it right. And not just do it right, or to do it right is to have done it perfectly. And I know that I'm not ready to do a perfect draft. So I know that I don't know, and I can't reconcile. I'm full of shit when I think that I reconcile not knowing and yes acting. I reconcile it by saying, okay, how about not knowing and not acting? Or yes knowing and yes acting? But that knowing feeling is not here. It would be good if you just gave like one line where we could write small, but that's all right, there's space. So what makes this so difficult? So put CJ script. This is part of the work, bro. Gotta pee. So sure, working mem, but also I don't know the right, in quotes, next move. The stakes, I believe the stakes are higher than they are. And we're right with this, I don't know the right next move. To reconcile, to resolve, cognitus of not knowing, and yes. Is it day? It is. And yes. Doing, how do you say choose? Tsani. Oh, that's nice, because you is tsari. Tsani, tsari. I choose no action, no doing. And then fear of failure. How do you feel when you think about doing it? Sick. Okay, what other feelings are there? Yeah, like fun, you know, if in another universe where my life didn't depend on doing this perfectly, it would be like a fun dartboard to throw shit at. But I don't want to get the dartboard dirty. But actually you can. Oh, okay. Oh, for real? Okay. Can I go pee first? Can you promise to say over and over and over again, no pressure? Oh, is that it? Okay. No pressure. Okay, you know what? Do a little more than that. Also visualize throwing shit on the board. Okay. No pressure. No pressure. Won't I just get more overwhelmed? Oh, okay. Come up with 2 questions while you're peeing. Okay, that's a great idea. I can do that, bro. Oh, I took it off of the landscape. 2 questions. You can do that, bro. Just mute your mic. Oh boy, I'm gonna feel really lonely when I don't hear your sexy voice echoing in my ears anymore. It's gonna kind of hit me to actually just hear all alone, using up hard drive space to give people more proof that I'm a useless madman. Am I gonna be able to handle those screams of silence? The screams of that silence? Oh boy, I won't have these sweet beats. I'll have to think about those beats, and I'm gonna be back in the real world. You're saying I gotta walk out of this room? Well, yeah, because I'm a little paranoid that there might be some angle and they see you pee in one of your little botellas. Okay, I can. So you think I'm scared? It's okay, except that you really don't want to take out these headphones right now. You just feel like it's gonna. What's it like? Just like all the roses and pretty colors are just gonna. But you're gonna come back, bro. And anyway, you're gonna be thinking about these pretty colors. You're gonna be thinking about some nice questions. Okay? I accept this fear, bro. You look ridiculous, bro. Whoa. Don't shame me, bro. We can't suppress or deny these thoughts, bro. These emotions. I'm afraid of taking off these headphones and just it doesn't matter. No more metaphors, bro. Accept it. And you're committed to what? What are you committed to? You're committed to protecting yourself from the abandon of the quiet hallway? No, I'm not. So what are you committed to? I am committed to making sacrifices, to making progress. Okay, great. You're gonna prove it? I think I'm gonna look at my nails for a little bit. No, I'm going. gonna shut off this mic. Okay, I know this sounds like bullshit, but Uncle was actually knocking. We're gonna change Uncle real quick and we'll be back 10 minutes. We're gonna have 2 questions. I did forget about that mission. We're gonna have 2 questions and we're gonna do it, bro. We're gonna get into it, bro. So exciting.